Hi, my name is Manish Raghavan, and today I'll be giving you a preview of our paper, The Challenge of Understanding What Users Want, Inconsistent Preferences, and Engagement Optimization. And this is joint work with John Kleinberg and Sendhil Mullainathan. So I'm going to begin by telling you a hypothetical story. So let's say you're at a party and your host puts a bowl of chips in front of you. Now, given that the chips are right in front of you, you start eating them one by one, and eventually you finish the entire bowl. Now, the host comes by and notices that the bowl is empty and infers from this that you must want more chips, because why else would you have finished all of them? So your host comes back and refills the bowl, and then you start eating the chips again and you finish them. And at the end of this whole process, you end up feeling sick. You feel like you've eaten too much. So what went wrong here? Well, there were a couple things. The first thing was that you had inconsistent preferences. So what you wanted in the moment didn't reflect your long-term values. In the moment you wanted chips, but in hindsight, you wish you hadn't eaten so much. But there's a second thing that's going wrong here, which is your host's behavior. Your host inferred your preferences, whether you wanted more chips, from your behavior, whether you were eating more chips. And somehow that made matters worse. And this is the starting point for our paper. But we want to apply this observation to the online world. And what that observation looks like is the following. Recommender systems, which are designed to optimize for engagement, make the same mistake as your host. They infer your true preferences from your behavior. And so in our paper, we build a model to try to explore what happens in this world. So what are the consequences of engagement optimization? When might it actually be a good idea? And crucially, how could you tell the difference between circumstances where it's a good or a bad idea? And finally, how should this all affect the way that we design online platforms? So if any of these sound interesting to you, please come find us on preview day, and I look forward to seeing you there.